my channel. My name is Chantel. I need you to do 5 things for me, just 5. And first one is for you to subscribe to my channel. Second, like. Third, share. 4, hit the notification bell so you can get updates when I drop new videos. And 5 is to leave me a comment. I mean, I am new here. You can't welcome me to the YouTube channel. I'm just saying. Okay, so for today, I will be cooking for you guys fish and chicken. But I'm going to be frying it, but I'm going to be doing something a little different. Probably you guys have not seen. And I will be cooking with gluten-free flour. I happen to be in the store and I happen to see this. I am allergic to wheat, so I can't use like all-purpose flour and things like that. So I decided to give this a try. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it tastes. And I'll give you guys my official info on it. Okay, so with the flour, I have used 1.5 cups of the gluten flour. I'm going to add 3 sprinkles of paprika, about 3 sprinkles of the chicken seasoning, same 3 sprinkles of garlic salt, 3 sprinkles of Old Bay seasoning, and I have some Tajin sauce, not sauce, seasoning, sorry. And just to add a little kick, I use just 2 dashes of red cayenne pepper. It gives it a nice little kick. It's kind of subtle. And then of course, the originals, pepper and salt. Now with salt, I'm going to use my hand here so I can measure it out. Just about like a dash. I'm going to add that in there. Okay, so we have added our 2 eggs in there. And so I'm going to pour in a little water at a time and whisk it together. Sometimes if you pour too much water, it can become runny. You can always add things, but you cannot take anything out. So it's starting to come along. So we're just going to add a little bit more water. Adding some more. Even though it's tedious, you definitely want to do it this way. Because sometimes it's just, you go douse a whole bunch of water in there and it's like soup. It's not batter anymore. It's soup. I've done that. Being impatient. Just went on in there and poured water in it and it was soup. So far I like the texture of the flour. It is still giving me the same type of texture as regular flour would. Alright, we just add the rest. So that was about like 1.5 cups of water. I can tell that it's gonna come together quite nicely. That's why I just went on ahead and poured the rest in there. Not too thick, not too creamy, just the right amount of consistency that I need for my batter. Now this is not off of the package, everybody. This is actually my own batter that I made when I was about 14 or so, just in the kitchen, and I decided to cook everybody dinner, and my mom let me have at it, and she said she wanted fish, so I made this batter, and she loved it. The only difference is that I use all-purpose and not gluten-free. Alright, so the lumps that you see, it's just like bubbles underneath. It's not actually lumps. Alright, we are done with that. Okay, so now we have the chicken. I do also season the chicken a little bit, but I don't add all the seasonings that I use for the batter right here. I just simply put just about this much of salt. We'll just sprinkle it all over. Just like that. And just a couple of dashes of pepper. Like that. Now, side note, I do wash my chicken. It's your preference if you want to just use it straight out the package, or if you want to wash it. It's your preference. My personal preference is to wash the chicken. So let's get this all mixed together here before we go and dip it in our batter. And sometimes I also cut the chicken like this piece. I don't like the way it looks, so I'm gonna cut it if it will cut. There we go. Then I just throw that piece away. I don't like it. So it doesn't look like I put that much seasoning on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and add just a little bit more salt and pepper. Just a tiny bit. Oops. Sorry about that. Hand all in your face. My bad. We're going to mix this just a little bit more before we go and dip it in and put it in the fryer. Alright, that's done. So we're going to set it to the side. Going to take another quick look at the batter. And it's still good. No, I do not do the egg wash and then flour, the dumping in the batter. I don't do all that. Don't know why. Don't ask me why. I just don't do it. Sometimes if I feel like it, I'll do it. But today, I don't. I just gonna dump it in the batter. And I believe that this batter is thick enough for it not to have to be double dipped in there, because it's giving me a very nice coating on the chicken. I do like it. Okay, so I got my medium pan set to medium heat. A good rule of thumb when it comes to frying, if you want to test the oil out and you don't have a thermometer like me, you can always use a wooden spoon like this. Stick it in there. You see the bubbles? That lets you know that it is hot and it's ready to go. It's ready for the chicken. So, let's get our chicken and put it right in there. Now I'm going to be quiet so you can hear the sizzle of the chicken. Because, you know, that's everybody's favorite part. I know it's my favorite part. Oh, you didn't even get to hear it. Bummer. They just wanted to be all quiet. I'm going to leave it at 2 in there because I do not want to crowd the chicken out. Therefore, I won't get the crispiness that I want from the chicken. And I do want it to be crispy and nice and golden brown. And I feel like if I was to add like a third piece, it wouldn't come out to be as good. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, we've let it sit there for the allotted time, and we're going to flip it over. That is beautiful. Hear that? Got a nice crust right there. I don't think it liked me doing that, so it wanted to say something. Alright, we're going to flip it again. I think this is gonna taste really, really good. Nice and crispy. Okay, so I took the first batch of chicken out. So I've already put the second batch of chicken in, as you can hear, and that is cooking away. So we're going to get started on making the coleslaw. Like I like to make my coleslaw a little different. I like to add lime. I like to add cilantro. So what we're going to do, we're going to dice this up. I like to fold it in like this, and then just nicely chop. Bring it back in together. I don't want it too fine and I don't want it too big a chunks, because sometimes cilantro can overpower certain things. And in my personal opinion, I believe that it can. Oh, there's the coleslaw. We're just going to sprinkle that all in there. Alright, perfect. Okay. And now we're going to add the half a lemon. Alright. Gotta use your muscles with this one. I forgot to roll it, everybody. Alright. We're gonna get out a spoon. And we're going to toss it around like so. But before that, let me go and flip the chicken. My dad used to make homemade coleslaw, but he would use, instead of the coleslaw sauce, he would actually use sweet and sour salad dressing, and it was really good. But I use a different type of dressing. I don't use his recipe. I actually use this if you're more on the health conscious side or you're lactose intolerant. It's yogurt. It's really good. They actually have different types of dressings. They have ranch dressing, yogurt ranch dressing, avocado ranch dressing. It's just tons and tons of different flavors that you use, and I really like it. It is very healthy. You can even see it right here. So we're just gonna add just again, I don't measure. I just do like a couple of circles or 3. And I can tell now that it does need a little bit more dressing to it. Okay, so I've got the fish now. I'm going to batter it up. And like I did with the chicken, I just added a little salt and a little pepper to it. So we're going to just go ahead and start battering it up. Looks like I made just enough batter for the chicken and the fish. Before I put the fish in the pan and get that all cooking, I just want to show you guys what the chicken looked like. Doesn't that look delicious? Golden brown, just like I like it. Alright, had to show you guys that. Let's get that back. And let's get this fish cooking. Alright, the fish is done, so we're going to take that out and let it drain. I always like to turn it upside down, especially like when it has like pockets where the batter has separated from the fish or chicken. I like to turn it upside down and make sure that the oil is the right amount of crunchiness. It didn't do anything to the fish. It is to die for. It's fantastic. It tastes like regular batter, fish batter. I might try it with like a beer, make like a beer batter type of fish. Might try it. I'm not for certain, but definitely if you have a gluten allergy, you definitely want to get this flour. This flour is the best. It does taste like regular all-purpose flour. Any type of flour that you use, it tastes just like a regular flour, except it's not. It's gluten-free. But this, everybody's going to love it. Nobody's going to know the difference. And I'll be surprised if they do, because it fell off the chicken, but man, it's so good. It's so good. This is delicious. Let me stop. This is the best. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up for me. So, comment down below. Let me know how you like it. Welcome me to the YouTube channel, you know. And again, my name is Chantel. You all have a wonderful day, a wonderful night. Stay positive and live happily. Bye.